Down more astrology.
That's right. We're joined once again by local astrologer and life coach Linda Bird. So earlier in the 8 o'clock hour, we talked about Saturn, Pluto, the effects of the full moon. But there is also something else happening that's pretty big up in the cosmos. We have 6 out of about 10 planets retrograding in the sky. Quickly tell us what that means and how does that impact us individually and collectively. Let's see. Oh, let's get the sound on.
Stand by, everybody.
Standing by. All right. It's not Mercury retrograde just yet. Here we go. Good morning. There we go. So tell us about the planetary retrogrades, 6 of them. That's pretty major, as you say in astrology, right?
Yes. Currently there are 4, but on the 17th, our friend Mercury will be joining the retrograde crowd, and on the 22nd, Neptune. So what this means is that we're getting a second chance to kind of reassess and review what we've learned over the past few months as to what's really important.
And you talked about, with planets going retrograde, it's also a good time to sort of take a step back to prioritize what's important in life.
Exactly. Yes. To see that we're not really all about material things. I think a lot of us have learned that, and that it's people and relationships that are important.
And you've been studying astrology for quite some time here. It's become a useful tool for a lot of people to not necessarily forecast or predict what happens in the future, but to allow them to sort of go with the flow, right, of life and the experiences that we all get. Tell us a little bit about that and how you say humanity is sort of awakening now to something that is completely different.
Right. The planets can tell you what the message is. They'll give you a hint. And so it's helpful to be able to know what those are so that you can move with the energy and not fight against it. Because it's happening for a reason, and it's we're in an evolutionary growth spurt, you can call it.
Yes, and I'm sure a lot of people will say, what's happening now here on Earth is crazy. It's unbelievable. What would you say to people out there, to sort of get through these times? As a spiritual coach, as someone who reads the charts in astrology, how can we get through times where it seems like, oh my gosh, it's like the world's ending? Right.
Yes, the world isn't ending. It may be ending as we knew it, but to have trust that what's coming is going to be so much better, and that it's important to trust your own guidance, that we have, our heart knows what's right, because there's a lot of confusion out there, and to not let your brain drive you into the fear factor.
Right, and speaking of fear, I know with this last graphic here, you say do not feed the fear. Try to envision what you'd like for the future. So in a way, we are creating our own perception, our own environment. And you also say spend time in nature, meditate. I'll let you say the last one here on how to get through things, because I think it's very important for everyone to maybe consider.
Yes, it's really, really important to be grateful. There's always something to be grateful for. And that energy is very powerful. And then to always remember to be loving, kind and loving, not only to others, but to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Linda Bird, we appreciate you spending time with us this morning, giving us a new perspective. Again, you are part of Astrology Hub. You'll be doing a free panel seminar coming up on June 17th, 11 o'clock. And also at the end of the month, you'll be doing a free webinar on how to read your charts or making it easy. We'll have all the information on our website. But again, Linda, thank you so much. We'll be right back with more Good Day right after the break. Teens Tunes up next.